Thank you for being part of this journey. Celebrating 2 decades of Pacific stories. Brought to you by the Secretariat of the Pacific Community. Nisam Bulavinaka, welcome to the Pacific Way. Glad to share your company today as we explore, learn and appreciate what it means to call the world's largest ocean our home. The Festival of Pacific Arts concept was born out of a desire to preserve the region's diverse traditional art forms. Next year, the 12th FOPA, as it's fondly known, will move to Guam in the North Pacific. As the custodian of this world-renowned event, the Secretariat of the Pacific Community, or SPC, partners with each host country. So, as the final stretch of preparations get underway, we thought it would be a great idea to get a sneak peek at where it all began, on the shores of Fiji in 1972.
Suva, capital of Fiji, welcomes performers to the first South Pacific Festival of Arts. In a magnificent ceremony at Albert Park, a sacred tambour and a bowl of yangona or kava is presented to the Governor General, Sir Robert Foster.
The dignity and quality of the age-old ceremonies of welcome is, I think, a fitting way in which to commence a festival designed to preserve, encourage, and display the best in the Pacific Islands culture.
The Meki Wesi, a Fijian spear dance, sets the pace for the staging of the culture of the world's biggest ocean. Rainwater. It is everywhere. And although ankle deep, the exuberant dancers ignore it and give a new dimension to the kaleidoscope of color. The island's spirit shines through, and the youthful Chinese ribbon dancers add more color to the spectacle. Youth and maturity, gaiety and fun. They all blend in this effervescent Meki by the ladies of Fiji. Extrovert Cook Island dancers from the green volcanic land southeast of Fiji use powerful drum rhythms to accompany their joyous dance movements. For 1,000 years, and for many thousands more, the people of the South Pacific have performed their ceremonial dances and songs, made their handicrafts, and have lived joyously in their beautiful islands in the sun. They have come together in one place to share with each other and the world the best of these arts. With its bright and busy downtown section, its lovely parks and excellent theaters and halls, and its position at the center of the South Pacific Commission countries, Suva takes up its role as host for the festival. The festival brought together 18 countries of the region. For 2 weeks, Suva boasted the largest single gathering of Pacific peoples ever to be seen. Almost 4,000 performers came by bus, inter-island ship, and by air. The decorated streets are dominated by the large triangular takia sails, used by almost all the South Seas people for their epic canoe voyages. In multiracial, multilingual Fiji, the influx blends smoothly. The streets of Suva are crowded with people hurrying to the hundreds of performances. The decorated streets are dominated by the large triangular takia sails, used by almost all the South Seas people for their epic canoe voyages. In multiracial, multilingual Fiji, the influx blends smoothly. The streets of Suva are crowded with people hurrying to the hundreds of performances. Dancers from Papua New Guinea show the immense variety and color of their makeup and headdresses. Face paint for ceremonials is prevalent in both the high mountains and the coastal areas of New Guinea. Smeki dancer will wear these designs for several days after a performance in the great headdress with its fabulous bird of paradise plumes. Much of the ceremonial of today is still connected with sacred concepts of the ancestral spirits. The Cook Islands National Arts Theater performed the lovely Taku Manui, the story of a beloved kite that got away and was lost in the immensity of the skies. The lugubrious didgeridoo accompanies the Australian Aborigines in the mystic and superbly mimed movements that characterize their dance dramas. With exact realism, they reenact the hunting of kangaroos for food. There is much indigenous sport in the South Pacific. They're all fun games and are part of the laughter of living in these islands. Some are also very skillful, like the masked juggling of the girls from Tongan. Men from the Gilbert and Ellis Islands show amazing dexterity of footwork in kicking a ball made of pandanus. Downtown Suva was packed with thousands of eager spectators each day as the different groups performed on a stage over Nambucalo Creek. For the lovely Banabans, a Micronesian people who moved from their Ocean Islands home to Rambi Island, which is a part of the Fiji group, the audience crowded every vantage point. The deep voice of the lolly summons visitors to the village of traditional houses at the University of the South Pacific. Here, the best of the arts and crafts of the island people were shown. Many of the men in the South Pacific are expert carvers, and this is particularly true of some parts of Fiji. Men of the Lao group of islands make the beautiful wooden bowls used for the drinking of yongona. They carve their booming drums under the expert tuition of older men who test the lollies for sound. The most popular way of cooking has always been the earth oven, called umu by some Polynesians and lovo by the Fijians. Guests at a Fijian feast are often entertained by dancers. Therefore, many mekis, as the Fijian dances are called, are performed outside the Fijian bure. When the food is judged to be ready, the seal of leaves and mats and soil is carefully removed, and the food is served on disposable plates, the fresh, clean leaves of the banana or other plants. The classical bure typifies all that is traditional in Fiji. Among many other items, Fiji included its famous masi, a hand-beaten bark cloth. At their traditional house, the Gilbertese show their handicrafts. They have many styles of hats. Some of these hats are beautifully plated, then bleached to pure whiteness by sea and sun. These creations began as pandanus and coconut palms in the Gilbert and Ellice Islands, a thin chain of lovely atolls lying like a string of beauteous beads north of Fiji. The singing and dancing of the Gilbert and Ellice Island people has a sense of vigorous joy. With every performance, they carry themselves and their audience headlong to tremendous rhythms. Fiji is a group of islands of brilliant flora, and the beauty of its tropical flowers is used for both dance costumes and for personal decoration.
I hope you enjoyed that trip into our video archives and appreciated the traditional performances staged almost 50 years ago. We also look forward to your feedback on our Pacific Way Facebook page. Remember, previous episodes of the Pacific Way can be found on YouTube. Until next time, Lukimu ni Samoane. Thank you for being part of this journey. Celebrating 2 decades of Pacific stories. Brought to you by the Secretariat of the Pacific Community.